This morning we heard from general manager Ian Cunningham, and then we heard from Kevin Stefanski. And a few really big things stood out about our conversation with Kevin. Number one, he wouldn't just straight up call Michael Penix Jr. the starting quarterback. So, a little bit of a backstory here. Obviously, Michael Penix Jr. had that season ending ACL injury last year, but come March 11th, which is the start of the new league year in the NFL, he's going to be the only quarterback on the roster for the Falcons. Kirk Cousins is set to be released, and Easton Stick is set to become a free agent. The Falcons have to figure out what they're going to do at quarterback. And Kevin said, look, it's only February. I don't get into the roster specifics, especially in different position groups at this time of the year. So I thought that that was incredibly interesting. Another notable thing about this regime versus ones in the past for the Falcons is that the whole Falcons contingent is here. The offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, position coaches. In fact, Tommy Reese, the new OC, he was meeting with different position coaches while we were talking to Kevin. And I asked Kevin, why is that important for you as a head coach to have your staff here? He said, there's nothing better than getting face to face interactions with these players. You can learn a lot about somebody in a face to face conversation, and they have 18 minutes in these formal interviews. I even asked him, has there been anybody that's completely surprised you throughout this process? And he said, Matt Ryan. Not that he surprised him, but all those years ago when Matt was playing for Boston College and going through this process as a player, that was an interview that really stuck with Kevin back in the day. And one more thing, the Falcons only have 5 draft picks as of right now, and heavy emphasis on that because both Kevin and Ian said multiple times they're going to try to be creative and figure out a way to get more draft picks. That's the goal for them. It's always going to be a goal for a team who doesn't have a lot of draft picks. In fact, they're only one of 4 teams of all 32 that have 5 draft picks. So there's not a lot to work with, but they're going to try to find a way to make that happen. Kevin has a history of finding guys like this. Perhaps they could for the Falcons, but perhaps they could add some more picks in the future.